Better get off.
Hail, Aloy. The truth of the visions were revealed by the outlet.
Strike true, Lieutenant.
The Enduring is supposed to be around here somewhere, near an ancient plane. Now that I have all 3 marks, I can challenge them, whoever they are. There's another locator signal for a recording here. Felt cold enough for a snow.
Restart engine 4! It's not responding. No, maintenance must have reactivated the auto systems. What?
There's the plane.
Disengage them now! Hit the emergency purge! It won't shut down! The swarms
Looks like a training pit.
Pull up.
But the Enduring's not here. I should keep looking. The machines took control of that plane and flew it into the ground. That's the Enduring. Hello?
Oh, must have dozed off again. Oh, aren't you a wild flame?
Are you the Enduring?
Well, that's what they call me. Azureka the Enduring. What do they call you?
A lot of things, actually. But my name's Aloy. I heard you're the best fighter among the clans. But you're not what I expected.
We can't all be as handsome as Hikaru. No.
I earned 3 marks from the training pits. I was told to come here and challenge you to a duel, but do you still even...
Ha! Here we are. Now then, Aloy. Marks? I'll add it to the pile. Come, sit. Lizard?
No thanks.
Not good to fight on an empty stomach, you know. But now I know you're direct. Good. To business, then. Come, follow. Are you a warrior or a runner?
This is a pretty steep climb.
I'll just be glad you don't have to carry me on your back. You know, there've been quite a few storms blowing through here over the last few months. Nasty things. Blustering about and making a fuss.
Yeah. There's a village nearby that flooded after a recent storm.
Oh, Bleeding Mark. Well, those soldiers are tough as a behemoth's flank. I'm sure they'll be all right. Here we are. Come, let's begin. Well, now listen up. You're allowed your spear and a bow only, nothing else. We fight until the other yields. Ready?
Wait. I have a couple of questions first.
Should have asked back at the fire. Could have had a snack. Go on, then.
Aside from at the Grove, the clans seem to keep to themselves. So, how did you end up training soldiers from all three?
Hikaru approached me after he became chief. Spoke of his vision for a united tribe. By then, I'd fought so many Tenakth. I knew that every clan, so I agreed.
The pitmaster said you only train the best fighters. Like who?
All of those boys, for one. Poor Varrock must still be brooding over his loss. Before them, Hikaru, some 20 years ago. A few of his marshals have found their way to me over the years. All went home with bruises.
What about Regala?
Ah, that one. She came to me, but I refused her. I knew any lesson of mine would be burned away by her rage.
Why do you live all the way out here?
If you really want to know, defeat me.
All right. Let's do this then.
Don't hold back, Aloy. I won't.
So we're doing it.
Show me your fire! Not as if you were training.
I yield.
Failure teaches.
I'm ready to try.
That's my...
Well, now they're alert.
We endure. Did you... I yield. Fight. Well done, Aloy. Someone must have trained you well.
You're pretty tough yourself.
Many challengers have trained with me over the years. Each one the same as the last in one way or another. But you're quick, persistent, stubborn. You fight as someone who has always had to stand alone to survive. I know it as I know myself. You may not be of my blood, but you are of my blade, cut from the same steel. So here is my wish for you, Aloy. Do more than just survive. Flourish. The world will be better for it.
I'll do my best.
I know you will. Now, let me see that spear.
Careful.
Pretty thing, but I can make it better. There.
Thank you.
You've had a hard journey for one so young, and you have much more to do, still, I think. I'd like to believe I've had some small part in preparing you.
You have. And if I wanted to train with you again...
You'd be most welcome.
Hey, Catalo? I'm at the Zenith Lab. Ready to come over?
I'm on my way. Aloy, I appreciate you meeting me here.
I'm happy to help. Did Gaia mention where exactly in the Zenith Lab we'd find what you need?
She mentioned the chamber where you found Beta, and the database that lies within. She said it'll help us find the knowledge and components I require to build a new arm.
At least we know where to look. We will have to be quick about it, in case the Zeniths are watching.
Understood.
The lab's up this way. You okay?
I got this.
machines. We're scrapping the specters for parts.
Should we dispose of them?
Or we can sneak past them.
Your choice.
Should use shock ammo.
Battle it is.
Can you freeze it?
No good. Need ammo.
Wounded beast only fights harder! One hand, two hands, you'll still die!
Entrance to the lab is by that tunnel. Come on. I wonder how much snow is gonna pile up.
The enemy did this?
Hard to believe. But yeah.
Enemies up ahead.
That machine was built to kill hunters. We better get a move on. The room we found Beta in is up ahead.
Lead the way.
Not gonna back down.
Is that it down there?
Yep, we better make our way down there.
Varl mentioned you found Beta in one of those pods. I would hate to be locked up inside such a thing. Barely room to breathe.
I think I found what we're looking for.
Let's hope it holds the answers we seek.
I'll download the database to your Focus, so you can search through it later.
What about the components?
They should be somewhere on the... Spectres!
Let's teach them respect!
The Zeniths might send reinforcements. We need to finish up and get out of here.
Use acid on it!
The components should be somewhere on the second floor.
I'm right behind you.
Caster won't work on that. we need to search the entire floor.
I'll keep a lookout. Don't want any more surprises.
Good idea. A vent. Might be a way out of this room. Please tell me the components are in there. Components have to be here somewhere. Gotcha. I should go back and give these to Kotalo.
You found the components?
See for yourself.
You have my thanks, Aloy.
Something wrong?
I was just thinking about what it will be like after I build the arm. Will I feel different? Whole again? Idle thoughts. They can wait until we're back at base.
You go on ahead. I might want to take one more look around, in case there's anything useful.
Very well. I look forward to putting what we found to good use. Walk with the 10.
That'll break my fall. sky's clearing up. The storm's over. Hey, Alva. I'm in landfall. Can you meet me here?
I'll be there as soon as I can. Aloy! I'm here. Had to sneak past a few machines on the way, but I made it.
All right. Ready to talk to that diviner?
Yes. He's right over there.
Diviner Alva, what are you doing back in Landfall? And with the living ancestor?
We're looking for the At-Bay Research Center, where Leviathan was developed. The legacy tells us it's somewhere in the city.
Alva mentioned you've been collecting data in the area. Do you know where it is?
Yes, I stumbled across it, but there was no data there, only crumbling ruins.
Tell us anyway. We might be able to find something you missed.
Please, don't trouble yourself. I assure you, our search was very thorough.
You're hiding something.
What? That is absurd. A diviner must only speak truth, as you're well aware.
Oh, you're worried you found something dangerous? Something compromising on Eileen Sasaki?
Keep your voice down.
Look, I get it, Nirik. You want to make it back to your family, so it's safer to turn a blind eye. But think of Leviathan. How it could help everyone. Isn't that why we're here? Don't let fear deny us that.
Very well. The facility's just south of here, along the shore. But even if you find a way to fix Leviathan, it's sure to be shrouded in that which is forbidden.
Too often the truth is forbidden. Come on, let's go.
You need to watch your words. Things you say recently are being spoken of. I believe there you are. When you started keeping
Not bad with that diviner back there. You've come a long way since we first met.
And Nirik's like I used to be, terrified of a misstep. And with the Overseers, he has every right to be. But what I've seen and learned since the greenhouse, it's so much more than what we're permitted. Diviners are supposed to seek the truth, and yet so much is kept from us. I'm tired of it. That should be the facility ahead. We need to find a way in.
Up here. Well, Neric wasn't lying about crumbling ruins, at least. Let's look around.
Aloy, why is the ground shaking?
That's not good, whatever it is.
Whoa, that thing is huge!
We'll have to take it out if we want to find that data.
Okay. I'm with you.
Prime the plasma!
It's going to blow! Keep hitting it! Do you need ammunition?
Down it goes!
Whew, the hell?
We should be able to look down to that data.
Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to follow you there.
All that. Here.
After you.
Time for a swim.
At least the water's not freezing. Look at this place. I always try to imagine what it must have been like back when the old ones were here.
It's less of a climb, I bet. Come on, let's check the upper floors. You okay?
On every expedition, the soldiers would lay down walkways and barriers first to protect us diviners.
There. The console.
Must have been what Neric found.
Let's see if it has anything on Leviathan. Oh, the data on Leviathan isn't here. But there's some kind of log.
Delete the database? But Miss Sasaki, when you look at the reports, 3,000 exhibiting symptoms. Over 400 dead. The data's clear. Omarama is contaminating the water supply, promoting bacterial growth. And with Leviathan based on the same architecture...
You're a smart kid. Top of your class, right? My father built this company thanks to world-class talent like you. And you know what else is world-class? Our legal team. So unless you want to spend the rest of your career in some dead-end, underfunded public research institute, you'll delete that database and forward all data on Leviathan to my office.
Yes, ma'am.
That was her. The ancestor, Eileen Sasaki. Hundreds dead. And she knew their system was to blame, but she had the truth erased. Were all the ancestors like this? Selfish, ruthless, immoral? And yet we hold them up as paragons of enlightenment and virtue. Given what we've learned, I don't even know if Leviathan will work.
Hold on. Let's not give up just yet. You said before that the old ones use Leviathan to control flooding. Which means it probably worked. We'll know more when we find the data on it. The recording mentioned a copy was sent to Eileen's office.
To their corporate headquarters. There. Let's go. It shouldn't take us long to get to the tower.
Lead on. Entrance is blocked. Gonna have to find another way in.
The soldiers built a path on the nearby ruin. Might be able to cross over from there.
Lead the way.
I think this is as far as our soldiers got.
We'll have to climb higher to get into the tower.
I'll follow your lead. Up we go!
You doing okay, Olva?
Yes! Don't worry about me!
Glinthawk. Great.
Did it see us?
I don't think so, but we'll have to be careful.
How are we going to get across?
Oh, that beam looks promising.
This is a lot higher up than I thought.
Glinthawks. Well, we have the element of surprise.
Or we could sneak by and, not fall off the tower.
Up this way. You can do it, Alva, okay? Just don't look down.
Right! Of course! Super easy.
There's the tower. Should be able to cross over.
Aloy!
I'm okay! Gotta grab some more debris first. Should be able to make it to the other side. Made it. Okay, Alva, your turn!
Right. Yeah. Aloy, can you watch me and make sure I do this right?
Come on, Alva, you can do it. It's okay.
Please don't break.
Alva!
I'm okay! Wow! That would have been a long way to
I'm gonna
fall.
make sure Alva makes it across before I take a look at this. You sure you're okay? Oh, door's locked. You sure you're okay?
Yeah. No, I'm fine. Let's keep going.
Huh. This says the code is the month and year the company was founded.
According to the legacy, it was October 2023.
So the company was founded in October. Got it. Company was founded in October. Maybe the data on the... So the company was founded in October.
Cost reduction strategy.
Which is the
We're
10th
talking
month
about
of
people's
year.
lives here. I did as you asked on Omuramba, but this is worse.
Relax, Eileen. I've spoken with risk management. They're confident that the chance of another incident is within acceptable parameters. We're moving ahead with Leviathan.
You know, Dad, shortcuts have a way of catching up with you. Within acceptable parameters or not.
Well, one day in the distant future when you're in charge, you can run things how you want. But until then, how about you let me worry about that?
Guess Eileen and her father didn't always get along. But it seems like covering up Omuramba wasn't her idea.
Doesn't matter. She still had a part in it.
Well, let's keep going. Her office must be higher up.
Dead end. There's a ladder in that shaft, but it's blocked.
I might be able to pull the rubble out from the other shaft and see where this leads.
You go on ahead. I'll look for a way up that has a lesser chance of falling to my death.
Okay. Hey, Alva?
Yes?
There's something I don't get. You said Eileen was the one who built Leviathan, not her father, so... what happened?
And there's a ladder in that shaft, but it's blocked.
I might be able to follow the same leads.
You go on ahead.
Aloy! I'm okay. Hey, Alva?
Yes?
There's something I don't get. You said Eileen was the one who built Leviathan, not her father, so... what happened?
I'm not sure. The legacy doesn't say. Either that knowledge is lost, or forbidden. Or maybe we were wrong about that too. Are you doing okay, Aloy?
Yeah, it's just a long way up. How about you, Alva? Any luck finding a way up?
Not yet.
Whew. Well, that's done with. Okay, I'm back at the shafts. If I blow up that fire the elevator might fall and open up a path for Alva. Hey, Alva? Step away from the shaft.
Okay, but... whoa! Oh! I can reach the ladder now! Be right up, Aloy!
Looks like there's another floor above. Might be Eileen's office.
Okay, I'll meet you up there. Made it! There you are.
Come on. Let's see what's up here. Another locked door. Need to figure out the passcode.
These artifacts... I think these were Eileen's. It's every diviner's dream to discover even one of the Ancestors' artifacts.
And maybe they'll help with the door. It's art, I think.
Could it be? Yes, I think this was commissioned in honor of the company's 25th anniversary.
Well, the code from downstairs doesn't work. Maybe I should take a look at those artifacts. This looks like some kind of prototype.
For water purification. Must be the H2 flow.
What?
H2 flow. Their early inventions had strange names. Oh, that must be the Larson McCory Award. The legacy says Eileen won it when she was 40 for her work on Leviathan.
Interesting. What was this thing again?
The H2 flow.
What did you say this was for again?
The company's 25th anniversary. Looks like it used to be on the last pedestal. That must be the Dragonfly 6. At-Bay used it in most of their construction projects. The Dragonfly 6 was their most successful model.
Huh. How old was Eileen when she won this award?
40.
All the numbers you mentioned. I wonder if they make up the passcode.
Yeah, it's worth a try.
Could look around with my focus. What was the name of this thing?
The H2 flow.
You said this was commissioned for something?
The company's 25th anniversary. Looks like it used to be on the last pedestal.
What was this called again?
The Dragonfly 6.
Not quite right. That's not it. What was this called again?
The H2 flow.
What was this for again?
The company's 25th anniversary. Looks like it used to be on the last pedestal.
That didn't work. Better take a look at those artifacts. That didn't do anything.
I thought that would have worked. Did we overlook something?
The two artifacts on the ground. Maybe they used to be on opposite pedestals. That did it! You can almost see the whole city from up here.
Corner office. Impressive view. It must have been Eileen's.
Let's see if the data on Leviathan is here.
Well, it's official. Eileen Sasaki, CEO, chair, and worst daughter in the world. Security had to escort Dad to his vert. Guess we'll be speaking through lawyers from now on. Looking down at the world from here. It's hard to see the details. People become risk factors, statistics, far too easily. Omuramba was supposed to provide clean water, improve lives. It was easier to pretend there wasn't a problem. Easier to believe the lie was truth, but I don't want to pretend anymore. I will build Leviathan right. No more shortcuts. No more lying. Just a safe face. It won't undo our sins. My sins. But maybe we can still do some good.
She overthrew her father, took over the company, so that Leviathan wouldn't end up killing people.
It sounded like she regretted covering up Omuramba's failure.
She wasn't perfect. Not a paragon, as the Quan believe, but not a monster either. She tried to make up for her mistakes.
And now you know the truth.
As for the data, Leviathan... yes, it's here. Downloading a copy now.
Is something wrong?
I think I'll stay here a while longer. There's a lot more data that I want to look through.
Are you sure you'll be okay on your own?
Down is always easier than up. Let's speak again when we're back at base.
Okay. I'll see you there. Well, after climbing all the way up, why not glide down?
Wait, you're going to what?
Just thinking about it. That must be the tower Jomar mentioned. And it's full of sunwings. That can't be good. careful. That'll make things easier. Just gotta look for the Coint's gyro compass on that rack. That's it. This thing took a beating. Not sure it still works. Better take it to Harriet and Christia. Maybe they can fix it.
ancestor has returned.
By the ancestors. You're back. Is that?
I'm sorry.
It's broken. Our last hope.
No. There has to be a way to fix it.
How?
We just need to replace the batteries and the sensor unit.
Right, because they're just lying around a jungle for us to find. Wait.
The ancient fleet.
It might have what we need.
What ancient fleet?
When we abandoned our ship, we were washed ashore on a beach southwest of here.
There were ships built by the ancestors there.
Overseer Bohai will never let us go there. He won't risk losing any more navigators. He needs us to guide the fleet home. Ow.
Keep an eye on her.
We should focus on the task at hand.
You're back.
I didn't think that...
Next time I'll have something for you.
There, on the beach. A Cont scout. I need to get closer. See if he's carrying a relic like Jomar mentioned. I should check that scout. get rid of those machines first. Okay, better. That's all of them. I should check the scouts. There's no relic. Not sure if either of them are Horus. But maybe one of them dropped it as they fought off the machines? My focus might show me more. Huh. Nothing. Maybe my focus can pick up their tracks instead? There. Could be Horus. Better see where it leads. Machine. Whoever left these tracks fought it off, then kept going. Looks like they ran inside the tower. Probably to escape those sunwings up there. Tracks end here. They must have climbed up this tower. If I go outside, I can find another way up. See here. Oh, another close one. Scout. But there's only one way to be sure it's Jomar's brother. I gotta check for the relic. The relic. And my focus picked up data on it. It's not a beacon, it's a tourist map of San Francisco. If the Cont could read this, they wouldn't need to send scouts out blind. I should tell Alva.
Aloy! I'm here.
Alva, I found some data I think Bohai might be interested in seeing. I'm sending it to you now.
I'll pass it along.
Thanks. I better take this relic back with me. Give it back to Jomar. Along with the bad news.
just...
Ancestors, you've returned. Did you?
I'm sorry.
How did he die?
The tower was a sunwing nest. He went in there looking for cover, but he was holding on to that when I found him.
Horace.
I read the data on it. It had a map that can help your people get the lay of the land without risking more scouts. All of us sharing it with Bohai right now. It's a good thing your brother protected it.
I'd trade all the data in the legacy to have my little brother back. But I'm glad that something meaningful came from his death.
I should be able to climb up here. Frost will do a lot of damage. data from the cauldrons will let me override a tremor tusk. But that doesn't mean it'll be easy. should look around. See if I can find a lure. Another lure. Better deal with it. A weird log from the Julius. This one mentions a third lure. Close by. I better check it out. It looks like I was right. Someone's left these things here to draw in machines and protect the approach to their base. A rush of air. The lure. I have to take out these machines before I can shut it off. One of them missing Tanox. I've got to take out these machines. Should be able to override the lure now.
What's an outlander doing all the way out here?
Clearing the valley? You must be one of the missing Tanox. Everyone thought you were dead.
Nearly. Dax and Kanala. Are they...
Kanala's alive. Marshal Yvira pulled her out.
Speaking of...
Aloy!
Evira, couldn't stay away, could you?
And miss my chance to hunt the champion in the Valley of the Fallen? Never. And I see you found Now this looks like a fight. You with me, Marshal? My blade is yours!
Kill these things? What are they?
I should override the lure nearby. Make sure no more machines are drawn here. Gotcha. That should be the last one. Looks like there's a recording here.
Hey, shithead. I got a task for you.
The Julius is ready to serve!
Shut up and do what you're told. Use the indigenous robots to keep this place clear of local vermin. I'd do it myself, but Gerard says I have to stay focused, so have some fun for the both of us, huh?
Will do, Benefactor Visser. You can count on the Julius.
So Eric left a simple AI in
Hey,
charge of the
shithead.
doors.
I got...
Looks like it shut itself down when I overrode the last one. Well, I should let Evira know the valley's clear.
I'll be right back. She needs a medic, but she'll live. Thanks to you. Gotta say, every time we meet is the best day ever for fighting. That battle was something else. And those weird machines. Do you think there'll be more?
No. I figured out what was causing the machine.
I see you, champion. Sit, please.
If you walk by, you'll miss out on a good trade.
Sit with me, Outlander. I've got something to tell you.
No nonsense, just trade.
I have something to say, champion.
You can trust a Tanakh when it comes to commerce.
Champion, I need to tell you something.
take a look or move on?
Hey, Mr. Know-It-All is here. You know, your focus buddy who never smiles. I didn't know what to do with him, so I had him wait in your room.
Got it. Thanks. Well, Silence. Looks like you finally found a door you could open without me.
I'm glad it's there, actually. It kept me from having to mingle with the company you keep. But enough prattle. I believe you owe me an explanation. Your plans for the Zenith base?
You're right. I do owe you. My spear in your throat for deceiving me again. At the Hades Proving Lab.
I doubt you asked me here for that kind of reckoning.
No. Right now, I need your help. So I'm giving you one final chance. But if you ever betray me again, I will kill you no matter what the circumstance. Understood?
Very well. Though we'll both face a decidedly short future if you can't get us inside that base.
Aloy, your other guest is here. She's, coming to you.
Thanks. Good timing. The truth is, I can't actually get us into the base. But she can.
The company you keep is even worse than I thought.
Not a fan of surprises, are you? Oh, look. That must be your little invention.
Does the weapon work? Without self-destructing?
Of course it does. I've eliminated the imperfections and greatly improved its design and output.
How can we be sure?
Care for a demonstration?
Enough, both of you. We're in this together, at least for now. Go talk to Erend. Tell him I said to give you rooms of your own. I'll come see you when I get a chance.
Oh, no. You first.
Better get everyone in the control room, so Tilda can tell us what she knows about the Zenith base. Focus. What's Varl's? I used to think no Nora would ever accept one. But Varl did. Even when he was overwhelmed. He refused to let me push him away.
Before I forget, I watered those plants for you. Aloy!
Wish I could say we don't need them, even Regala.
Yeah. Enemy.
Right. Doesn't look like any of our guests are
Yet. So, Katalo tells me you flew. Well, that's new. I've been busting my balls trying to learn to read. You're out there having all...
Don't worry. You'll be getting all the fun you can handle soon. With the Zeniths.
Looking forward to it.
I guess Silence is keeping to himself.
I was hoping he'd give me an excuse to hammer his sorry ass to the ground.
Please don't.
You telling me you wouldn't want to get just one good hit on that smug face of his? After everything he's done?
Sure. Later. Do you think...
I don't think anyone's ever okay after losing the one they love. I can't tell you she's handling it. That keeps the rest of us level.
Anybody take you up on that?
Zoe can't stand the smell of it. I tried Alva, but I don't think she knows what taking a break means.
What about Catallo?
Ah, now there's a man that can hold his liquor. Pretty sure we downed half a keg. We had a good chat, I think.
You, talked to Tilda at all?
I tried. I don't think even a hot forge could melt that ice. And you say she wants to help?
I think so. Well, let's hope. I better get going.
Oh, you know where...
Aloy, it appears that we have some interesting new guests. I'm glad to see you're okay, though. I heard you gave the Tanakh something to talk about. I was half expecting you to burst in through the ceiling riding a sunwing.
Sorry to disappoint.
Oh, before I forget, I'd like to discuss the land gods again, if you have time.
Thoughts on our new Zenith?
I'd say she smells like death, but even death smells of something. She's more like a cold piece of metal, bent on repelling all semblance of life.
She's definitely different. Ready to head over to the
Whatever comes, we will
You look like you have something on your mind.
We're going to war soon, and war is something but every voice I hear, it makes me realize just how much life was fighting for that. If we fail,
helps to know you're not alone.
For a moment there, you sounded like...
I don't know what you're talking about. Have you talked to any of our new friends?
Erend and I tried speaking to Silence, but apparently our tribal prattle is up.
Charming, isn't he? How's Aaron doing?
For a moment there, he thought he'd lost, but he never truly... Guess that Oseram's stubbornness comes in handy.
Any progress with your plan for the land gods? Is the reboot code ready?
It is. But there is Gaia warned me that because the land gods are linked together in a network, the code must be delivered to all of them. Most are in Plainsong, but in recent years, 3 of them wandered off. So, T, and Do.
We have to find them?
No, we know where they are, but they're hard to reach. So, wandered into a lake and sank. Do ventured into a dangerous canyon, and T broke down amidst a herd of machines.
Okay, tell you what. You go to Plainsong, handle all the land gods there. I'll take care of So, T, and Do. I'll need their locations, plus the reboot code.
I'm sending the data to you now. My people made shrines near where each land god faltered. When you see them, you'll know you're close. And once again...
We're not gonna let you... I have to...
I'll make sure
Thanks.
Aloy. You flew? Kotalo told me. And took out Regala's machines? You know what? I don't even know why I'm surprised. I saw we have visitors and a new weapon. Does this mean we're ready to take the fight to the Zenith?
Almost.
Oh, and I wanted to give you this. I didn't really know what to give you, so I asked Zoe.
Thanks, Alva. Any more data catch your eye?
All of it? I have so much to study up on. Years, actually. I'm particular. We knew the ancestors had made it to the moon. But and we thought journeying across the ocean, the sheer calculations needed for space travel. It's overwhelming to think about.
Even so, the Quen are way ahead of other tribes when it comes to understanding this stuff. Where I grew up, everyone thought that stars were sparks from a fire lit by the goddess to guide us through the night. So, all of the tribes here are new to you?
Yes. I've been studying up on them. The most fascinating one thus far has been the Tanakh. an entire culture based on the holograms of an ancient museum. There's much they've misinterpreted, but still, there's a nobility to what they've...
And deadly. You sure you're okay going on? I know things must be happening pretty...
I've already braved oceans and madmen who thought they were... Why not a few immortals?
Guess the more... I suppose you saw that Tilda is here.
I almost went up to her to ask her, well, every question I've ever had. Every diviner I know would kill to get 5 minutes with one of the old ones. But now that she's here, I don't know if I'm probably...
Have you looked through the data we...
There is much to sort, but I believe we'll be able to... And I've given more thought to everything we've uncovered. The Overseers would have us believe they were in... But Pharaoh wasn't. Not even. His greed led to machines that devoured the archive of the Old One's knowledge destroyed. So, when we learned that Eileen had a hand in covering up, I started to think they were all the same. But, in the end, it's not that simple. The truth isn't a straight line of ink on a crisp. It's a splatter, smudged, and faded. I wish more Quen could see that. Or twisting the truth to...
I doubt Bohai would agree with you.
No, nor the rest of the Board of... As Eileen said, it's easier to believe the lie is truth. But it's... And this diviner, at least, won't settle for anything less.
Are you okay?
I was wondering, is it really safe having someone like Regala here? She seems angry. The kind of angry...
Don't worry. We're going to the Zeniths.
If you say...
I hope our new guest...
Miss Silence... He's the one who...
He is. Though I wouldn't expect him to answer any questions about it. He refuses to dole out his secrets to us.
Oh.
You know that special part of us that makes us warm, kind, welcoming? Yeah. He would... How are you holding up?
I didn't know him well. Zoe and Aaron seem to have... But I don't...
They need time.
And what about you?
I don't know. Have you spoken with Zoe at all?
A little bit. I did hear her singing with Varl not too long ago. Like, every emotion she had was taking flight. And she looked happier because of it. I felt so dull.
You should ask Zoe to teach you sometime.
Maybe.
We won't let the Zeniths get away with what they've done.
Everyone's ready to take the fight to the...
And you?
Nervous?
Don't worry. I need to wrap up a few things.
I'll be ready when you...
There's Quen stuff in here now. Must be all of us.
We've never played Machine Strike together.
Haven't seen you since the battle at the Grove. How are you holding?
I saw you fly on the wings of the Ten. And paralyzed, I would say that I am...
Thank you.
It is I who should be thanked.
Were you able to finish the new arm Gaia was helping you?
Indeed. I was hoping we could discuss it, if you have a moment.
You wanted to talk about your arm?
Indeed. It's time to test it. And...
Okay. How are we doing this?
Not how. Where? Will you meet me where we felled Regala's tremor tusk? Right where the river bends?
Sure, if you want, but I'm not sure I understand.
You'll see when we get there. I promise.
Then I'll let
you have my
Things will get up. You'll need every...
I would have it know what many soldiers died in the old world. We will endure on their behalf. Though, I am curious how you intend to defeat without an army of...
Leave that to me.
As you say.
Think you're ready to put all your train...
I am Tenakth.
Look, I know you're probably not happy about... But I want her on our side when we fight the Zeniths.
It is more than she deserves.
Thank you. You nervous?
If I lit, what matter?
Anything new going on?
The Quen has been more... insistent than usual. Her
Just...
Yes.
Did you meet...
There is something about her that I wouldn't be surprised if my sword went through her.
Honestly, your people keep mentioning...
And leapt into bat for it. And now... So?
I won't lie.
I can only...
I have to go.
Understood.
Like I said, I'll call you when I'm close to...
May the 10th...
There you are. Well done, Aloy. Despite my reservations, you managed to secure Silence and his weapon. You're truly a shining example of Liz's fortitude.
I've been thinking about what you said at your house. How you were friends with Elizabeth. It was more than that.
Was perceptive as ever.
Okay, so...
I was an orphan. By my 30s, I was starting to wonder if that was simply my fate, and then I met Liz. It says we'd have coffee at some point. I thought it was just shop talk, an exchange, but then I was surprised at how much I looked. Soon we were flying halfway across the world every other week just to meet up. For the first time, I didn't feel lonely. I think Liz felt the same way at first. She had lost her mother a few years back, but as time passed, it seemed as though she wanted less when I wanted more, and so we ended things.
So helping me, restoring Elizabeth's dream, it's what,
a second chance, yes. I made a mistake leaving Earth while Liz stayed behind. I should have done more. So when I saw you, beyond even what made Liz a phenomenon, I knew I had to help you.
Why did you make the data channel look like your house?
I built that house as a shelter to weather any... A culture, truly.
And you...
Yes, it would... A hair data beam. I'm sorry. She need...
You said before that you're not like the other Zeniths, that you never were.
Out of necessity. Both when I did to Trent and the...
When it's time to break into the Zenith base.
I'll go over the full layout once you've assembled. Suffice it as dealing with their natural...
What for?
First, for use in the base's infrastructure. A small...
When I was...
It was after comfort. Disaster can strike at any moment.
Have you figured out how Silence's weapon works?
No, and he's been very careful not to allow me near it. I'll admit it bothers me, but regardless of how it functions, I am confident it will deactivate.
How many of them are in the base?
10, including Eric and Gerard. Only a handful of us made it to our ship when our colony collapsed.
So, Eric...
I believe he got worse over time. On Earth, he was the founder of a profitable private military company. A band of cutthroats, in other words. Even as governments abandoned human combatants in favor. He found success with clientele that required him. There were also rumors that he personally hunted and killed all for the thrill of it. But on Sirius, he retreated to virtual reality simulations. In them, he could go on rampages as violent as he pleased, though I suspect with diminishing satisfaction.
All of his tribe believes he was one of the greatest people from the old world.
Then they would be quite disappointed to meet him, though I'm sure he'd bask in the adoration.
What can you tell me about Gerard?
He was the head of the world's largest financial conglomerate, and as such, had dealings with almost every major corporation. It made him one of the wealthiest people on Earth. And
what does one person do with that much money?
Buy more power, more influence. Gerard's always believed himself to be a refined patrician, able to maintain control with a polished smile. But beneath that exterior is a cold... It was his decision to restrict Beta's upbringing to her digital educate, the avatars of the Apollo database, while we were painted as her benefactors.
Well, we'll deal with him soon enough.
I would very...
When Beta escaped and hid in an ancient research facility, I saw another one of the Zeniths. Verbena. Who was she?
A dull star amidst a sea of brighter const. Unlike most of Far Zenith's members who amassed their wealth through shrewd business deals and technological, Verbena inherited her billions. Her father had achieved great success in the luxury holotourism industry. At age 24, she became the world's most brand, someone who leverages their fame to import. In a way, yes.
Well, she
was her own brand of her, but even
Okay, so I've had run-ins with
an array of the wealthiest people on Earth, titans of their industries.
And let me guess, all selfish?
Most, but not all. There were a few with whom I got along. Annika Murjani, for instance, was always delightful. She founded the Holonet's most successful dance channel and was herself mesmerizing to watch. And I had fascinating discussions with Song Jiao about her work in cellular biology. Our immortality treatments are due in part to her achievements. But then there were others like Devin Miller, the CEO of a fast food printing corporation. His only real preoccupations were perfecting his golf. Swing and taking self-hollows. When I think about all of us, we really should have accomplished more. We had eternity.
Okay.
I'll be here. And thank you, my Pat. More than once I've lost everything. I see Liz's dream fulfilled. A universe of...
Maybe we can make it happen.
We will.
Clean my gear later. I can do yours if you want. Of course.
Did you need something? Bravo. You managed to sway a Zenith to your side. Care to explain?
Not a chance. I thought you said the weapon was ready.
There's always room to optimize. But that's not why you're here. I assume you want to comprehend my undertakings. So, ask away.
Since when were you so forthcoming?
Since you... turned this into a waiting game. And as it seems you have found modest success, perhaps I'm willing to be generous.
Okay, so your big plan, everything you've been manipulating for the last few months. Let me see if I got this straight. You learned about the Zeniths from Hades when you interrogated it. Then you came up with a plan to defeat them by using a Tenakth army and that weapon. And to get the Tenakth to fight for you, or rather the Sons of Prometheus, armed Regalla's rebels with override tech.
Did you have an actual question, or are you still playing catch-up?
So all this time, even before I found the coordinates at the Spire, you were out here scheming. Why couldn't you just tell me?
When I learned of the Zenith's return to Earth, I laid out my plans. I knew I would one day require an army of overzealous Tenakth to assault the Zenith base. The casualties would be extreme. And I knew you would never allow such a sacrifice, no matter how necessary. Thus, I devised a means to remove your interference from the equation at the Hades Proving Lab.
You wanted me to surrender to the Zeniths at the Hades Proving Lab. They almost killed me.
Based on everything I knew about them, I concluded they would find you a useful asset, thereby keeping you out of harm's way and, more importantly, out of my way.
So you really didn't know they had their own clone of Elizabeth?
No. Unfortunately, there was no way I could have known that particular detail.
Detail? Well, I guess if it wasn't for that, we wouldn't be here today. Tell me about the weapon.
I've upgraded the delivery system. It now emits a wave-like effect covering a significant distance.
That doesn't fully answer my question.
No, but I'd be a fool to reveal its inner workings. After all, why did you withhold your plan for dealing with the Zenith drones? Yes, even you can appreciate the value of secrecy when warranted. Suffice it to say that the weapon will work. The intricacies of how is knowledge that is mine alone.
Why create the Sons of You didn't need a Sarah to make override tech.
They were a necessary safeguard. My time serving Eclipse demonstrated the risks of getting directly involved. Through the Sons of Prometheus, I could execute my plans, all while remaining anonymous.
Except to a Sarah. How did you get a Sarah?
I knew there was an associate of the Durval who escaped his failed assault on Mer. It was trivial to track her down and gain her cooperation. She wanted to succeed where Durval.
So you promised her Regalla and the Tenakth. The Sarah would help you create a machine-riding army that wanted to see Meridian burn as much as she did.
And so a partnership was born out of thirst for blood, bonded in mutual self-interest.
You think you had everything figured out, huh?
I did.
Why help Regalla take over? If you wanted an army, you could have just gone...
Before Regalla's rebellion, Hikaru was battling machines and fostering friendships with... Even if I gained his ear, he would never agree to send his forces to battle a threat he couldn't understand.
So helping a bloodthirsty exile was easy?
Yes. All Regalla craved was war, against the Karja and anyone who threatens the... She would have led the tribe into battle, which was precisely what I needed.
While I was out there, I had a couple run-ins with the Quen.
The tribe from across the ocean. And?
Their entire tribe was shaped around the discovery of folk. One of them, Alva, even joined me here. Don't you want to know more about them?
No. From the ancient world, they shrouded the knowledge that creating a pantheon up.
Yes, well...
Did it now?
So those run-ins with the Quen I mentioned. On one of them I teamed up with their expedition to search Thebes. We found Pharaoh at the end.
You must have needed Omega clearance. So, what was it like?
Worse than you can imagine.
He single-handedly wiped out collective human knowledge. I'm sure it was still less than he deserved.
Let me guess. You would have scraped him into a jar so you could prod his brain, like what you did with Hades.
For a start.
All right, Silence. I think I've talked to you long enough. I'll let you know when it's time to go. And try not to mess with Tilda while you're in here, okay? I don't need the two of you butting heads.
Ah, yes. About you, I wonder if you understand what kind of person you're dealing with. For someone to live as long as she has, outlast as many calamities, well, your goals may be aligned now, but I'd watch.
Yeah, I'm aware. Reminds me of someone else I know.
Survival is only a necessity to my greater purpose, Aloy. I'd hoped you'd recognize that by now.
Do you know something or not?
Oh, I know a great deal of things. But on this, you just call it...
Oh, a feeling. You mean you finally had one? Huh. Guess even... Okay. Maybe it's time to get everyone together so Tilda can brief us. But is there anything I should handle before that? All right, people. I need you up in the control room, right away. Okay, everyone. We all know what's at stake. Beta, Gaia. Not to mention life on Earth. Now, it might seem like the Zeniths are invincible, but they're not. We've got what it takes to break into their base and defeat them. We even have one of them on our side. Tilda, show us the base.
It is constructed atop the ruins of an ancient military facility on an island to the southwest. I can get us inside. To this location. Undetected.
How exactly?
You'll know when you need to. Once inside, our goal will be this structure. The launch tower. Gaia and Beta are being held at the top. But along the way, we will face overwhelming resistance. Most importantly from Gerard, Eric, and the others. But also...
Once I take away their shields, we should be able to deal with them. But it will be easier to deploy the device if someone else is carrying it. I'll need a strong back.
Carry stuff? Yeah, I can do that.
Even if your device works, there will still be Spectre drones, scores of them.
If only we had an army to fight them.
I've got that under control. You'll know when you need to. All right. We'll meet up again just before we go in. Where's the best place to rendezvous?
On the coast, just across from the island. Once there, I'll show you the way.
Okay. I'll let you know when I arrive at the rendezvous point. And then you can join me. In the meantime, do whatever you need to prepare. Understood? You two? A minute? Tilda helped me get in touch with Beta, and she told me something important. There's an installation inside the base. It's called a regulator. Here. Once we're inside, I need you two to split off from everyone else and destroy it. So you'll have to bring explosives. This will help stop the drones. Everything depends on it. Are you with me? After that, I want you to find a way to infiltrate the Zenith network.
How?
Go over all the data that Beta left behind. She knew how to do it, I'm sure of that.
All right. But why? What am I trying to do?
Find information about the Zeniths. Anything Tilda's not telling us. Silence is right about one thing. There's no way we can take her on her word.
I'll do my best.
Keep her safe, okay?
On my life.
I'll be gentle. I promise.
Good. Without it.
So that's all I can say.
I'm catching snowflakes on my lashes. Must be down there somewhere. Time for a swim. I think the land god is underneath that rubble. We better stay away from that snap maw. Here we go. You there?
I'm here, Aloy.
Had to swim a bit, but I gave the reboot code to So.
Ah, good. We used to celebrate So in the fall, at the beginning of the harvest, with wine made from elderflowers. When I was 12, I got tipsy on it and kissed a boy in the sage garden.
How'd that?
He was so surprised he nearly fell into the mulch. It would be good to see So again, plowing the fields in the afternoon sun. All right then. I'll head to Plainsong and deliver the code to the land gods there.
To Daddy Taru and a land god shrine. So said this one breaks the elements to fit the machine. Better be careful. I guess they were leaving offerings to the land god. It looks like something fried them. Whatever did it might still be around. There's the land god. I'll have to deal with those machines before I install the reboot code. repair the data I have on plowhorns before I can override them. Let's try this again. Nice and easy. Another land god dealt with. Hey, Zoe.
Aloy, how goes it?
I found Teeth and installed the reboot code.
Fitting then that I... Tea's festival came in winter, when all the grain from the harvest was stored away. It was a season of gratitude, and all the children would receive gifts. The best was my first bow, made of yew, strung by my father.
Well, he definitely taught you how to shoot well. There's one more thing. I found 2 of your people. A Stormbird, I think. But I took it down.
Oh. I'll make sure someone retrieves their seed pouches, so they may return to the land.
How are things on your end?
Getting there. A few land gods to visit still.
Okay. I'll call you when I'm done with the last one.
Thank you, Aloy.
Shrine for the land god Bill. We past those vines. Let's take a look. Gotta climb up to that land god. It looks like this one's been here for a while. I won't be able to install the reboot code with these vines in the way. But where there's vines, there's a metal flower. just have to find it. There, the flower. If I can deactivate it, the land god will be free from the vines. But I'll have to find a way up there. Shut this metal flower down. Looks like there's a path on the other side of this. Might be way up to that land god. I just have to get rid of these vines first. Looks like I can climb up the side of the cliff and then get to that metal flower. Now I just need to get rid of these vines. That's better. Time to get this code installed. This'll help you get better. That's the last land god. Zoe? Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Aloy.
Just planted the reboot code on Doe. He was a bit tangled up, but he's better now.
Good to hear. Doe always returned to the sacred cave at the end of winter, so his festival foretold the coming of spring. During those times, I remember clinging to my mother by the hearth, snuggling for warmth, and listening to her sing of new beginnings.
Which is exactly what you're going to give to your people.
I hope so. When you can, meet me at Plainsong, and we'll send out the reboot signal. I've delivered the code to all the land gods. Say... 1. Only La is left. I'm here with her, just east of the main village.
Okay, I'll get there as soon as I can.
I guess they're calling it Hidden Emperor now. I think they could use your help with it.
What is she doing to La?
All of the land gods have been updated. Now to send out the reboot signal. Beginning. Gaia told me this would happen. To all of them. Doe, T, So, and the rest. She called it a reboot sequence. But I didn't think it would be so beautiful. Soon the land gods will return to tilling the soil as they once did.
Zoe, the chorus wants a word.
Of course they do.
Do you want me to come?
No need. I'll just tell them that our lands will soon bloom again. Who are they to argue? Find me later, and I'll tell you how it went.
Good luck.